Hi, folks. I'm VJ Smith, and this is Zombieville. Um, this is a weird mixture between a point-and-click game, an RE knockoff, and its own third weird thing. It's also not really finished either. I'll go through it more as we go through the game, but for example, of how unfinished this is the European English edition 2-disc release. Okay, man. 2 discs, 2 discs, but the USA version came on one CD. And it wasn't because they optimized the game or anything. They actually straight up didn't put the second disc in the game box. So it's basically unfinishable. This version is actually kind of rare to get because this has the full instruction manual with the thing, and also a character in the back of the manual who does not appear in the game whatsoever. And is actually, I believe, is a cut alternate character to play as. So, anyway, I've talked a bit about Zombieville, but not about Zombieville itself. So, the overall thing of this is it's imagine Dead Rising. You play an over-the-hill reporter sent to a small remote Midwest town to investigate a zombie outbreak, and there's a military cover-up, and if you don't find out what's going on in time, the entire region gets bombed. So basically, precursor to Dead Rising. This game came out in 1997. It is so buggy, so unpolished, and barely finished. Like there's a beginning, middle, and end, but like it's not. I cannot get how much it's not polished, and enough material is just cut, or just abruptly finishes, or is just flat out buggy. I suppose just might as well just jump straight into it. So, a few things we need to do for this. So, first of all, the game kind of throws you into it straight away. You have to actually read the manual before you play the game because you'll immediately die and you won't know what you're supposed to do. You have no reaction time for this. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to press start game. So 3, 2, 1. You immediately need to press F2 to equip your pistol. Yes, F2. And you need to right click to face an enemy and then left click to shoot. If you don't read the manual, you won't know what to do. You'll just be killed by the zombies instantly and you'll die. So all I'm doing here is I'm grabbing the door pass here, and we want to end up right here, so we skip some of the movement. So this is one of those games where you have to be in the right position, otherwise you waste time walking to where the right position is. And this is also a game where picking the wrong option in dialogue will get you killed. So I picked the wrong option there, they would immediately have attacked me. Or apart from attack me, they'd actually spawn zombies in there with me and kill me, which is the same thing. So we need to convince this guy to let us into the control room here. You first and threaten. This is Captain Darling. He is human and he's a bit of an idiot. If I skip too early here, the game crashes, so we have to wait. And you have to actually be looking at an item to pick it up. So if you look here, I can't pick up the gun, but if I turn, I can. It's kind of weird. Also, Matt loves getting stuck on doors. I was going to do the first save here just to be on the safe side. So I was going to save here. I'm going to take out a pistol and I'm going to shoot these guys. So, 1. So I picked up a machine gun there, so I need to kill these guys carefully. I have 2 ammo left. Perfect. That's how you check ammo, by the way. There's no in-game inventory. You just have to equip the weapon and then just right-click in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen.
Where's General?
So to ask Janice here where Barrow is, that's the entire thing we're here at the base is to find out where the general is who's in charge of this top secret program we've heard about that we're sent to investigate. So no, Barrow's up. Barrow, nobody knows where he is except Janice there.
No.
It's a pick the right option here. If you pick the wrong option here, they kill you.
Colonel?
Need authorization, character. Okay, so you need to get a form just to prove to Janice there she is authorized to talk to us, and we go back and talk to Captain here, and he's actually turned into a zombie now. So we can now kill him free of charge. And you see the thing there says a good catch. You can pick up items as they get dropped by the zombie to get a good catch. It doesn't do anything extra, it's just something the game does. So we killed him because he drops a pistol and some ammo, and ammo count is really tough on this, so we don't want to be messing around. Matt is getting stuck in the door there because he's great.
How can I...
I'm going to get upstairs, wait here. Okay, and this is the first part where I actually need to save and quit out because the game will flat out crash. So I need to save before walking here. And load, and then we can walk in here and talk to the doctor. So the doctor is currently human, so it's going to wait here. There's actually a hidden dialogue option if you read the manual. It tells you to press W to wait.
Exactly.
And funny is, like, this is all supposed to be like staged, so the characters are like walking around to be more dynamic. But the fact we're skipping the dialogue makes this kind of funny. You know the general, what work? This is what work you do. You work for Barrow. Both of them look the same. One of them will end the conversation. It's trial and error. You have to save before you talk to anybody because you'll just die. So keep an eye on the doctor here. Watch her face. So zombies are out of control and probably in town. So I'm going to say first floor is blocked and watch her face. She's now a zombie, by the way. You can kill her, but we're not going to do that because that's slower and she's a chance to damage us, and health is also kind of important this early on in the game. So we got some guns and we got the keys to a jeep, so now these guys will let us leave. So I can't give them back talk or like anything because they will instantly kill us for being cheeky. Doesn't matter what to say here. Okay, and now we can leave the base. So all of that we've done so far is come in here to find out that General Barrow is upstairs, but the only guy who has the key card went into town on a secret mission. So before we go into town, we need to hit up 3 places first. And the game doesn't tell you this. It's, again, trial and error. If you do it wrong, you die. So first I will go to the gas station and we need to kill a deputy here. And put the gun away, very careful, sure to that. And we're doing a kind of thing where you need to kind of run to the right location and then talk, so that you spend less time walking to an area. And most of the dialogue here is, if you pick the wrong option, you die. This guy is fairly okay for the most part, but you can annoy him and he'll just attack you. And some characters you want to kill, because they'll drop some critical items. So I just want to stop talking to this guy. The only reason we came here in its entirety was to find out about the farm. That's it. So we found out there's a farm and there's a woman called Agnes on it, and that's the stop to go to. But we're not going there just yet. We're going to Ruby Red Bar first. And there's a skip we can get here that's kind of temperamental. So there's a hotspot trigger here for talking to this guy. I got it. Okay. So what? There's a bouncer at the far side of the bar, and I don't want them to come down here because it'll just waste time.
Where are you from? What do you...
So the two of them are singing for some reason, but I have to also get on the way back out. And I did. Perfect. Oh, that's it. Skip. It's not a massive skip, but it does save time because you have to wait for her to come all the way into range, and then she'll and then a conversation starts. But you can skip the entire thing if you run there just in time. If you take too long, you get kind of pulled into walking automatically into the cutscene and it triggers. So we don't want that. We're going to threaten Agnes here. And we're going to approach because she wants to check and make sure we're human. She wants to check our eyes. And that's kind of a common theme in this. Characters want to make sure that you're actually human. There is a mechanic that looks like it was straight up cut. There's an infection stuff where you need to take antidote. We can get the antidote later on in the game, but it doesn't actually affect gameplay. If I pick the wrong options here, she'll summon a horde of zombies to attack us, or she'll attack us directly. This is one where if I could kill her outright, I would skip most of the game. So she tells us there's a shed out the back which has some occult books and a few bits and pieces of interest to us, but we're not going to be allowed near it unless we bring her some shotgun ammo. So, okay. So now we're going to head into town. So we tried to head into town at any point before now, we would not be able to be friendly to the I'm a friend. The option would not be available and he'd just attack you. And this guy is critical. He will. You can't kill him. If you do, the game will actually just outright crash because there's no condition for what to do. Fun fact, he actually disappears from now on if we go into and do a couple of small side stuff, but not the actual thing we're supposed to do. Which is into the sheriff's office. So I'm going to hopefully another skip here in the diner. I didn't get it. Okay, so it's only a minor skip. We want to run in and avoid talking to the waitress to tell her that we're human.
Thank you.
That's all the one. So the only reason we come into the diner, we actually walk past the general store, because if you walk into the general store first, what happens is you immediately get killed by the storekeeper because he doesn't know you, you don't know his name, and he'll just shoot you, he'll just start attacking you. And you can't kill him because he's a plot critical NPC, so it's just game over. So now we're going to find Matt's worst enemy in the game, walking in a straight line. This is all trying to walk in a straight line. Matt is kind of guy who, if he hits off of something, he walks weird. Great. And he'll start spinning in the spot in place. Let us save there because there's a chance I can misclick here, and I don't want to do that. This is Root, little vampire kid, and she's a little dolly called Little Root. If you don't humor her about the doll, she will summon a horde of zombies and attack you. So I have to kiss Poppet, her little doll, Little Root. And I have to go listen to her do a piano recital. If you don't humor her, she will kill you.
Okay.
I'm here just to get a book and or two books actually, but I have to humor her.
Go on, little.
So I have to listen to her read a passage from the book and then ask to borrow it and
Thank you, Ruth.
Ask again, and we got a book passage there. And now we're going to read Wrestle from the Devil passage, and then we also need the second extract from this book here, which gives us sullen spirit, light as air. That's a knowledge thing. So there's knowledge and inventory. Game, will you let me out the door? Will you just let me? There we go. And see, he's saying that a lot in this. It's like, please just walk in a straight line, walk out a door. We got the Bible, and now we're done in the Tricket House. Game, let me out. Game, will you let me out? There we go. So if we didn't read that passage and grab the Bible, we would not be able to win the game. In fact, if I didn't read the passage, I wouldn't even be able to access the end game. That's how insane this is. And you'll notice I was facing the wrong way. Oops, I forgot to slip there actually. Okay, please. You don't want to get delayed too long in exploring the town, because anytime you're out of doors, you're subject to trigger a zombie random spawn attack. This entire area here is a full subplot we're completely ignoring. There's a pump house where the general's men are supposed to be putting zombie serum into the water, and the guy who we're looking for is supposed to be leading a mission there, but he's actually not there. We know where he is. I'm just going to do a save here, because this is one I need to run into a warehouse quickly. So if I wait too long, the zombies will attack, and they still stay spawned, and I do not want that. I was going to save here before walking in. No, hopefully got away with it. So I'm going to threaten.
Drop your.
I hopefully don't have to come when I go outside. I really hope I don't.
You'll never take me. Let her go.
So I have to threaten him, and this is RNG where I can just straight up die.
Darn it! Stand still.
So I need to quickly shoot this guy. Okay. If you try to do it with the pistol, he usually takes 2 shots, and he'll usually kill you doing it. I'm going to drop the gun here. Actually, I'm going to equip the pistol because chances are I might need it going out. Oh, this is awful. Yeah, I got like the worst thing that could possibly happen there. Right, restart. Right, again, I have to do this entire part again. It really is just luck of the draw. I just got it right. They spawned right as I hit the trigger point, so there's nothing I could have done there. That's what we have estimates for. So I threaten Clark here again, and we're going to quickly shoot him. I need a round from the M16 assault rifle, because it kills him in 1 shot. If you try and do the pistol, he can get 2 shots off, and you die so quickly in this. The zombies didn't spawn here because they got reset from reloading. And we killed. There's dialogue options you can get to actually save the hostage there, but they're too slow, so we don't bother doing it. We just want to kill the soldier inside and grab his gun for more ammo, because again, ammo count is really important for this. And also we want to grab the door pass, which lets us go back into the Bedlam base. But we're not going there directly yet. I notice like every time I'm facing the wrong way coming out of the thing, because again, this wasn't programmed very well. So I'm going to save here again before going into the general store. So if I pick the wrong option here, I can get attacked, and I don't want to do that part again. So to greet him. So I can't greet him unless I have talked to the people at the diner first. So I'm going to ask him for a shotgun, tell him Agnes wants shells, and now we just want the dialogue to stop talking without him attacking us. So we've that done. And now we're going to get the hell out of here. I'll leave. Okay, should be finished there, sorry. Just before then. So we need to go back to Bedlam base, and the fastest way to do that is come here. Now you might think, oh, I got shotgun ammo, I should go back to Agnes at the farm. You do, you die. I'm going to leave here immediately because we need to get to the base, and you can't go there directly. You have to go to the location first and then there. And this is the fastest one because you don't have to worry about moving. Okay, so this is Bedlam Base 2, and everybody's actually gone. Unless they're on the top floor of the area. So we're just going all the way straight through to the end. And I'm going to do a save to save it in a second because sometimes the game can kind of bug out here a little bit. This is one of the things as well where walking in a straight line is super annoying. I'm just going to save here again. So there's a puzzle here you have to do where you need to clear a path for the janitor. So I here open the door and turn the music and then walk into the other room. But sometimes this happens. And skipping the thing actually does it. So now I'm going to come over here. Janitor's out. And you can tell him to get out of here and he'll give you the door pass. It's a cool puzzle. There's a similar one you can do downstairs. And by the way, I'm cutting out so much content. Like you could talk to the guy from downstairs in the gym and you get a shotgun. There's a senator downstairs as well you can talk to and get a credit card and stuff out of him. Absolutely no bearing on the plot. But who it does have bearing on the plot is the Professor Stewart here in this room past the door boss. Come on, there we go.
Freeze,
So we threaten him, ask him for his ID, and tell him we're out for stuff. And we can pick up the antidote off the counter. You can actually kill him to get more antidote, but we don't care. We only want the antidote for one reason, and we'll see that in a minute. Come on, let me out the door. 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 There we go. This is one of the worst sections for time loss. Is you'll just get stuck on the door. If you click too close to Matt, you actually open his health status. And now this is one of the worst ones here. Where I shall walk in a straight line, and he's even constantly fighting me, trying not to walk in a straight line. Okay, let me out. There you go. Okay, so got antidote, and that's all. You might say, but what about General Barrow? We actually don't need to talk to him at all. He's only there for lore. He's no bearing on the rest of the game's events, as far as we're concerned, for the speedrun. Okay, so that's base 2 done. Now we can go back to the farm. Because you see, Agnes has turned into a zombie. If you went there earlier and tried talking to her, she would attack you. If you tried to go there and give her the shotgun shells, she would shoot you with them. So I'm going to greet her.
Agnes.
And this is so nice because she has the shit. I'm going to offer the antidote first. If you offer the shells first, she'll just kill you.
You said
Ask for ammo, offer her the shells because she's cured, and now she'll give us the keys to the shed. If you could kill her without the game crashing or spawning like infinite number of zombies, they'll just keep killing you. You could skip a chunk of the game right there. All we need to do is come in here and get 2 items. So we need to get these silver musket balls and these occult books. And now we can go back into town and get ready for going into the end game. So how are you supposed to know what to do? Most of this is just trial and error. You just save and try stuff. And if you drive around too much, by the way, you'll actually trigger a game over because there is actually a timer in the background of the military wanting to bomb the town. So if you talk to Agnes, she tells you that the general store owner has a musket that you can use to fire the silver rounds from. And that becomes important in a bit. So we want to talk to Nate. If you actually talk to him wrong here as well, he'll actually attack you as well, which is stupid. So we need the musket and the musket user manual. did get out of here. Some nice pixelization here. And I'm just going to save before coming out here because sometimes the game can crash with the next part. So I need to talk to the town priest at the new church in the town centre. And fun fact, he can kill you in so many ways depending on what you do. If you lie to him too much, he'll attack you. If you mock him, the hilarious one for mocking him is you ask for holy water, right? You show him the silver bullet to show him you're actually trying to fight evil. You can pick up a water pistol, and if you show him that, he will kill you because you're not taking his fate seriously. Okay, so we've done town 2, and we're going to do a save before we go past the warehouse. So one of the things about the next area is we need to go past the warehouse where we killed Rudy and where I had to do that reload. There's a succubus on the far side of town. So I'm just going to save here because I'm hoping to get a skip. It's RNG if it happens or not. It saves a few seconds. So I don't want to actually have to talk to the succubus and exercise her. I instead want to trigger a bug where I should be triggering a combat encounter or dialogue encounter with her, but I can trigger the zombies to spawn here. It's RNG, perfect, got it. If zombies spawn there, I get that. I can walk right past her to the graveyard. And I'm just going to save here so I don't have to do that again. And that saves a good chunk of time. And that's what the estimate is for, because if I miss it, it's not a massive time loss, but it's like 20 seconds or so. Okay, so I don't want to hang around here too much. And I am going to put the gun away and talk to the second spirit here. You can actually barely see them, and that gives us a bit of information on how to wake up an angel statue. So I'm going to have to walk out here and come back in because we have this. And there's another zombie here going to be here. I'm just going to walk inside and, I'll save here just in case. Sometimes the game might crash early. And we're just going to run. So every time you walk into a transition area, it resets the zombie spawn counter. But if zombies have already spawned, that's it, they're spawned. Sometimes you get really lucky and the game, you can get exit area before they actually have spawned. But it's not consistent and you don't hope for it. What I do need to do here, though, is I need to save and quit out. Because this is the second of 3 spots where the game will just outright crash if I don't.
Hello?
I'm too close to her.
Hello?
Game, will you just... Sometimes you get stuck on automatically picking the first option here, and I don't want that. Through the incantation, we got off the ghost, and we can now talk to the angel statue here, and it'll give us a crucifix and tell us how to wake up the dog. Might be wondering, what's this got to do with zombie viruses? And answer is, the game lore is kind of crazy. So they didn't actually develop a zombie virus. They found a sample of living undead tissue from one of the town's ancestors. Here, I'll be saving again. And one of the town's ancestors made a huge mistake without realizing it. He accidentally trapped a Native American spirit of nature because he thought it was a demon, and it wasn't. It was a spirit of balance and for helping people pass on to the great beyond, etc. And it has been trapped for 200 years, and it has gone crazy. I'm just going to save here because we can get a game over here. Okay. So we're going to grovel in front of this demon. But you don't actually worship him. If you do, he kills you. Ask him who he is, and then we show the crucifix at him. And now we're going to talk to this Jaquiel. If you don't read the Bible to summon this guy, he will kill you because this guy is super religious. That's why he bound the spirit, because he thought it was a demon. And
I'm here to what? Maybe. No.
he actually goes, oh crap, I didn't realize what I did. So he helps you by bringing you to the old church where the actual demon is, or the spirit has been held. So I am quickly running here because we need to do purification ritual.
In nomine Patri Filii.
And then I need to do another save and quit out in a second because there's a soft lock here again, not a game crash, but soft lock bug where the dialogue option won't trigger, and I need it to trigger. So we're going to load game. Did I quit? God damn. Main menu Y. Load game. Okay, and here is the spirit. So to create it, we use the wait command after saying this, and then we can actually shoot the window behind him, which is the first seal. We shoot him once, which is the second seal.
This is your last.
And then we lay our purified hands upon him, which is the final seal, and that's time.
When the first man fell sick.
Boom. That is Zombieville. So this game kind of is a downer ending. So the spirit here was actually an innocent spirit of nature and balance, and the town, one of the town's founder, bound it here for 200 years and went crazy and started cursing the town in general. Releasing the spirit here stops the zombieism right now, but the spirit is now crazy and loose in the world. So we're going to, if I let the cutscene play out fully, you'll hear a radio from a nearby state saying like, oh hey, there's actual zombie outbreaks happening here too because of this. So yeah, that was Zombieville. I cut through so much of the game's stuff for this. Picking the wrong option here is most likely will crash. Speaking to characters over and over and over again will not update the dialogue. You can speak to characters out of order and it won't actually mention it. There's entire plot lines don't actually go anywhere. There's so much content. It is barely finished as a release. But yeah, that's great. Anyway, that was Zombieville. I hope folks enjoyed it, and